So a lot of people have again been messaging me for recordings. Like I said that day on Monday, because we wanted to put it up as a package and not in isolation. So on Monday, all 3 recordings as day 1, day 2, day 3 will be put up on the YouTube channel. Yeah. So everybody, I'll send an email to everybody with the link to the recordings. So you can watch it again if you want. You can share it with friends and families. Sorry, over to you, Adit.
Thank you. Welcome, my dear friends. Third day of our journey. The last topic that we are carrying in this Trinity. First, we covered the dance of polarity. Second, we covered self-intimacy. And third, we are going into inner marriage. When we hear the term inner marriage, so beautiful it is, isn't it? All of us want that. So how do we define inner marriage? So in some esoteric term, it is the marriage between the spirit and the matter. We call it the marriage of Shiva and Shakti. One of the most beautiful marriage that has happened. That the story that we know is the marriage of Shiva and Shakti. So I'm sure all of you know the story of the marriage. Let me just say, this is where the inner marriage comes from. And sometimes, we just see it as human marriage because, we want to see our gods as human. So we put Shiva as a form, Shakti as a form. That's also a beautiful, nice way to look at it. But also there is a very deep meaning in this marriage. So all of you know the story. I'll tell the story once again of Shiva and Shakti. So Shiva appeared on earth plane from nowhere. Where he came from, nobody knows. Suddenly this amazing magnetic personality, he appeared on the earth plane, and he does nothing but he sits and meditates. And what a fragrance, what a vibration. Everybody is captivated with this amazing personality. Who is this man? Who is this amazing? He's so tall, like an alien. Nobody is close to what the personality of Shiva is, but he does nothing, sits and meditates. People flocked, thousands and thousands of people flocked around him to understand why is he there. Will he say something? Will he bless us? Will he do something? He does nothing, sits and sits. Now the gods, they know that this being is somebody, some great being has appeared on earth for some reason. How to wake him up? He needs to do something for the earth. We have to wake him up. So what to do? Always, when these kind of people are there, what they do to take them into samsara, they get them married. So they said, let us get him married. So now this Sati, she appeared. All the gods gathered together to give birth to Shakti. And Shakti has appeared. And definitely Shakti is, she knows only Shiva. She is deeply in love with Shiva. He doesn't understand anything. And Shakti is the daughter of Daksha. Daksha is a very intelligent person, very arrogant. He's a Pandit. He doesn't like Shiva at all. What is this guy? Sometimes he's sitting meditating, sometimes he's drunk, he's intoxicated. All his friends, what kind of friends he has? Bhoot, Pret, somebody has a head, somebody doesn't have a head. What kind of people he roams with? He does not like. But Sati is trying to convince her father, you don't understand this man, what a magnetic personality he is. Father, look into him deeply. Father said, no, nonsense he is. He doesn't like. So Sati has now, gone to Shiva. She's in love with Shiva, and Shiva is in love with Sati. They want to get married, but the father won't get married. So Sati leaves the house because for her, husband means Shiva. That's it. She leaves. Now Daksha has arranged a big marriage. Not one marriage, it's a yagya, right? He has called all the gods and scholars. Everybody is invited, not Shiva. Sati is very, very hurt. Why my father did not invite my husband? He's such a great. So she goes with this hurt. She goes to the ceremony and she talks to the father, and the father insult Shiva like anything. She could not bear that. She could not bear that, and it says that she sacrifices herself because she couldn't hear. And Shiva got mad when he heard. He got mad that the other half, it's like the other half of him is not there. And in the pain, he started doing tandav. He started destroying everything. We know the story. He held Sati on his shoulder and he started doing tandav. Started destroying everything. And all the parts of Sati has fallen in different areas. We have temples there, right? All the Shakti Peeth, we call it. So what happened after that anyway? All the god, they somehow managed to calm Shiva, but Shiva is very, very hurt. He goes into meditation. He says, samsara is a waste. I will not look into samsara anymore. And he goes into more deeper meditation. But Sati, she's energy. How can she be destroyed, right? She comes again back, right? As Durga or Parvati, she comes as Parvati. And this time she wants to get Shiva's attention, but Shiva is very in the deep meditation. He has said samsara is waste. I'm not going to look at samsara anymore. So Sati, Parvati does a lot of tapas, penance, and years after years after years after years. So one day Shiva opens his eyes and says, why are you wasting my time? Why are you doing this, all these things? I'm not going to come to samsara. So she says that something she says where Shiva becomes Shankara. Something she says. She says, you are sitting with so much of knowledge, and all my children are so much in pain. What is the use of this knowledge if you don't give it to your children, if you don't show the way to the people who are suffering? What will you do with this knowledge? You are sitting in the Kailasha. See what is happening in the world. People are in pain. They are suffering out of ignorance. So this was the part that the love of the mother, like the motherly heart Parvati had, convinced Shiva to move from Kailasha to Varanasi. He moved from Shiva to Shankara. Shiva means dead. He became Shankara. He became engrossed in samsara. When he became engrossed, he is fully engrossed. Oh, so many children he had. Full family, he created. Fully engrossed. And that was the time he actually cut one of his part. He said, no, I'm not complete without Parvati. And he put half of his part to Parvati. So the amalgam of dhyan, spirituality and samsara, together is the Ardhanareshwar is. Shiva Shakti is what Shiva really is. There is no Shakti without Shiva. There is no Shiva without Shakti. They cannot exist without each other. Hence is our life and our path, friends. We call it Madhya Marg. Buddha has also given Madhya Marg. What is it? This is what the inner marriage is. Inner marriage inside our. So if we understand Madhya Marg and we are talking about Shiva Shakti, we know how to balance this yin yang, the masculine feminine we have been talking so far. All the polarities can merge. So let me go into a small presentation which I made for you all. How the splitting of the sexes happened. I have shown one, I have given you one story of Shiva Shakti about the marriage, because we are talking about inner marriage, and such a beautiful, there's no other beautiful story than Shiva Shakti. Now, I'm explaining how the splitting of the sexes happened. What exactly happened? So what happened is, first, there was only spirit. The spirit wants to manifest. Spirit means what? Energy. There was only energy. It wanted to manifest. Manifest why? Because it wants to come to its potential. It wants to show its potential. What will it do? How will it do it? It has separated. The spirit separated into known from the unknown. So there is some of the spirit part became known, some of the spirit start become unknown. Hence the splitting of the sexes, because the unknown is called the feminine, the known is called the masculine. I'll give you another example of this splitting of the sexes. So let's say there was void, like it says before the Big Bang, and even before that there was nothing, it's void. So what happened? Void became void, and it started from the void, started coming the energy, frequency, and sound. They are the more closer things to the void. And from these frequency, sound, and energy, there became two divisions, light and darkness. Now, there's nothing negative and positive. You can say light can be known. Known means wherever we are putting the light, it becomes visible. And darkness is the unknown. You can say conscious and subconscious or superconscious. So the light, this known and unknown, is where known became the masculine and unknown became the feminine. This is how we are learning from the first day how the masculine and the feminine is, right? And always there is attraction between the known and the unknown. The known is always trying to go into the unknown, and the unknown is always trying to go to the known. That is the attraction of Shiva Shakti. So friends, we are always in, these two things are always in continuum. You see, it's always together. It's merging into one another. One cannot exist without the other. Even in us, we all have these two polarities working like this. Somewhere we are going into the feminine, and then we are coming into the masculine. Do you know we breathe from the left nostril for 40 minutes, more breathing, and then 40 minutes from the right nostril. Left, right. Okay. Similarly, even our energy, it changes. We are not always, even as a man, I cannot be always in a masculine energy. We have to go into a feminine energy, and slowly it comes back into a masculine energy. Right? It's a continuum. So how do we explain this in our daily life? We'll do an experiment right now. We'll do one exercise, because it's good to learn with exercise, right? So I would like all of you to consider one point in your life, one situation where you have two possibilities. You say, I should do this. Yes, I should not do this. You're confused. So think of one situation in your life where you are confused. You think you should do it, and the other part of you said, no, you should not do it. So I'll give you 1 minute. Think of it. If anybody is not clear, you can ask me. Something that you feel, one part of you says yes to that, another part of you says no. Okay, everybody, if you are ready, you can just give me a thumbs up on the chat box if you're ready. Okay. Okay, good. Now we'll do the exercise now. You can sit straight and both of your hands on both of your knees. Okay, both the knees. Now the possibility are two, A and B, yes or no. Okay, so on one of the hand, maybe right hand, you can keep the yes, and on the left hand you keep the no. Okay, now you have these two polarities in two of your hands. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, just as if you're dropping a stone. You drop the breath like this. Very quickly you come into a balance. Be with the breath. And now listen to your right hand, the right possibility. What is it saying about that situation? Listen to it carefully. Without judgment, unconditionally, just listen to what that right hand possibility is telling you. Now switch to the opposite hand, left hand, and listen to the opposite. What is that telling you? Listen without judgment, unconditionally. Now, come to your center and imagine this continuum, this infinity sign between the right hand and the left hand. There is an energy that is like an infinite sign, and it's moving from the right hand to the left hand. Just see this, visualize this. And also see the in-between point when it's getting connected, the infinite point. Connect the two hands with the infinite sign and see the energy moving. Whenever now you're ready, from that center point, come back to yourself. You can rub your hands and put it on your eyes. If anybody has any sharing, any realization, they can unmute and share.
Hi, Aditya.
Hi, Bhumi.
Actually, I have one share. Like, what question I have asked, I want the answer in yes or no, but I get in between. Ki, okay, okay, don't leave it. Just talk as and when required. I just
Wow.
want, or एक बार या दूसरे बार. I don't want to be in between, but I get the answer. So I was stuck. Now. Ki, oh my God, now what to do?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is what you need to do. You need
Yeah,
to
but
be
I'm
in
not.
between.
This is the main problem. I want only yes or no. I
That,
don't want.
that is your mind that wants yes or no. But your being is telling you be in the middle, and spontaneously, one day you will take an action. It will be spontaneous.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aditya? Pala
Sudhaji,
here?
yes.
Yep, Pala here. Sorry, I didn't put
Palaji, yes, yes, yes.
I show myself. When the infinity signs come, so the right and the left, yes or no, at the cross junction of the infinity, I find a kind of a zero, like no feeling, just be there. When it's going to the right or left, my mind is working. But when it comes to the center, it's very peaceful, no decision, zero. That kind of feeling I get.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Palaji. This is what I meant by inner marriage. These are the practical examples in our life of inner marriage. If we can bring our emotions into an equilibrium in between, because we have a tendency to either be on one side or the other side, this or that, this or that. We can't be in the middle. Everything has a polarity, and continuously our mind is going on this or that, this or that, this or that, right? But if we can be in the center, just see what happens. Yes, Shikhaji, please.
Yeah, it was so clear for me. Like, this is one issue that I have been dealing with from quite some time. Like, in different situations, I choose sometimes yes, sometimes no. And this time I just wrote no in my left hand and yes in my right hand. And the moment I went into yes, I was really into that situation of being there. And it was such a clear, vivid thing for me ki you are in transition. You don't need to do this. Like, and what you're seeking, you will not find here. Like, I'm in that situation and I'm looking for something and I'm not finding it there. And then it was like, it'll create pain for you. It is, it's time for you to let go of this situation. And then there's nothing left for you in this situation. And then when I switched to no, it was really, I was feeling so empty. Like, not doing that means so much emptiness, so much loneliness, and confusion that, behind my back, what is happening. If I go there, at least I'll find out some things about, what is happening, which I'm missing out on. And there was so much fear that came up. And just then you said, don't judge, just be with it. Because I was just kind of, weighing it off, saying ki, abhi, fear is not good, no. So I just don't want to feel that. But then I just let it be there for some time. Ki, acha, theek hai. You're feeling fearful about this situation. And then that's all. And then it's really like a full stop in my life. Like, that is how I'm feeling, not doing that particular thing. And then when you said that infinity thing, I just let, yes merge with no and no merge with yes. I don't know what happened, but I just let that. And when you said just bring your hands together, was really like, whatever is meant to be will be. Like, that is what it meant for me in that moment.
Wonderful. We have already done inner marriage.
But I'm so even shocked and in awe how clearly, because what I really found about this process is when you are in yes, you are not thinking about no in that moment. And when I was in no, I was not thinking about yes in that moment. And that is something which gave me that clarity. Okay, in this situation, this is how this is what is. And in this situation, this is what is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shikhaji. Wonderful. So friends,
I think just before we move ahead, a small thing, what we had spoken in the beginning. So based on these experiences, I mean, I would say 2.5 days because half day is still left. Aditya is actually doing a workshop on 11th and 12th September, which will be a very, very in-depth workshop. It's across 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, which is 11th and 12th September. We are calling it the Divine Union. It incorporates all the topics that he's covering in these 3 days, but in much more depth, deeper processes, deeper meditations. So in case anyone is interested, I'm going to put up the details and the links in the chat. The workshop is for 7,000, but for all those who are attending today, we are giving a 10% off. I'm going to give a separate link for payment. So if anybody who registers by 12 o'clock today gets a 10% off on the workshop. So if you're really interested, I would recommend that instead of paying 7,000, pay 6,300 and register, because it's totally worth it. So this will be a very, very in-depth workshop on all the topics that he's touched upon in these 3 days. Including there'll be new topics, because I know that he's going to cover topics like dissolving mother and father wounds, which is something that impacts the way we look at feminine and masculine energy and the way we behave very deeply, the wounds that we get. I think Aditya will be in a better position to explain that. So Aditya, if you could just give us 2-3 sentences on the workshop.
Yes. So thank you, Deepti ji, for doing this. Been really untiring work from Deepti ji. She's like very dedicated and planning. So thank you so much for doing all that. And yeah, divine union is, I would say, it's a like an amalgam of whatever we have spoken so far. I am very always excited, and I'm amazed to talk about these two polarities, Shiva Shakti. It's by my best topic. And when I speak Shiva Shakti, yin yang, and where are we leading? We all want to be whole, friends, and we all came as whole, right? We are all born as whole, but the institution of first, when we are born, first the label was put on us: man, he's a boy, he's a girl. That label, the moment it was put on us, we started getting away from the source. That was the first dissociation. That is the reason gender is so deep, friends. And then we been to the school, and we have been among sheeps, and then the culture, all these things, society, culture, all these division have taken us away from this wholeness. We all came as whole beings. So the search for wholeness, always we think, I am half, I am looking for another half. There has to be a man. When it's a woman, oh, I need a man in my life, I need a man. Friends, even for men, all men, same thing. Oh, I'm so empty, there is no woman in my life, so emptiness. When I'm talking, I'm including myself, friends. Same journey we are all in. So we want that. And it's very beautiful. Of course, the physical reality of having a relationship is so beautiful. But what happens is we put all the burden on the other person. Now you have signed the marriage contract. Now you fill me with everything I need. It's your responsibility now. It's like, I tell the story of two beggars with begging bowl, and nobody has to give anything to each other, right? All like beggars, but we don't have anything to give. So who takes the responsibility? So friends, according to me, there is no other. There is no love for other. The other does not exist. Marriage definitions needs to be corrected. I just read a post that said, if the marriage license was like a driving license, would you go in the line to renew it when it expires? And you have to be honest. Who are the people who are going to renew that contract again? Yeah. So we all know the story. And tell me honestly, isn't it all babies getting married 2 years, 5 years with their tantrum? First you fought with your toys, now you have bigger toys. We all have bigger toys to fight. That's it. What is the average age of this workshop room right now? What is the average age? 5 years, 6 years? Have we all grown up? Huh? And we think that there is one grown up for me there, somewhere available. That's my soulmate. Somebody is grown up there at the other end. Huh? So this entire, the marriage system, the gender, sexuality has gone so much, I think, distorted, that we somewhere lost the real meaning of it, friends. If we have to marry, let us marry our own existence, friends. That is the real marriage. Our own existence, the polarity in us, the exercise that we did right now is the marriage. And until we do this marriage, until we find our own freedom, we get married to our liberation, to our unconditional love inside us. We need to all move beyond the roles. Until that happens, we don't feel complete, and we don't attract another complete person. And it's an incompleteness that we keep even after marriage, this, what is the focus on the general ceremony marriage? what kind of dress to wear, what food is there. Everybody is excited about, oh, how many gold things the bride and groom are wearing, how much money, cash, all these are the main things about marriage, right? Do we really discuss, do we really come to that emotional part where the bonding happens between the man and the woman? How much that is given priority in any marriage? Yeah, so that's one of the reasons, the marriage system, I see it's also a beautiful way, the external marriage, that the system, it's a beautiful, but it's falling apart because of I would say ignorance. Yeah, so a divine union is, first we look into our own aspect of our inner marriage, and all these exercises that we are doing here, we are going, sometimes it requires a little bit more time for you to integrate, so like very short workshops like this, we can't give much time. So it won't be much theory of divine marriage, it would be more into going into the practices. So as I said, one of the thing is healing the mother-father wound is very important. Another, we will be, let me just open the syllabus. Did you have it with yourself right now, so that I can just read it out for them? Okay, I got it.
Once, okay, you got it.
I got it.
In case anybody has questions, you can ask him about it also.
Yeah, so here, yeah, so intimate relationships also, the intimacy, and I will be doing some processes on the shadow, sexual shadow, that's what I want to bring into this work. And of course, as I said, the mother-father aspect, before we touch the mother-father aspect, these things becomes like not very much meaningful to us. So I would say this workshop would have 3 sectors. One is we will work with the masculine, then the feminine, and then the divine marriage. So 3 sectors of it, and it would include all these attributes of our relationship with ourselves, all the 3 things that we have carried, like worked in these 3 days. We are going to go deeper into it. So, and of course, the group energy brings a different, flavor to a workshop. So I'm always amazed, what will happen to be very honest, I do plan a workshop, but it comes out to be a very different flavor with the group energy, and whoever resonates with it, I'm sure you will find that kind of resonance there in the workshop. So I would work very intuitively when I'm with the group. So even I am excited, and I am like still waiting for what it's going to bring us to for the divine union. Okay, so that was about divine union. I'm going to quickly finish what I have to tell you more. Deepti, shall we just go forward with the rest of it?
Yeah, please do that. The second part of it I'll tell afterwards.
Yeah. So we have another announcement that is a gift for you, which I'm going to just tell you in maybe in 10-15 minutes. We'll be talking about it. So let me just go to the sharing. Okay. So we spoke about this continuum. So friends, we have known about the Chinese medicine. If you see, again, we are talking inner marriage. What they do, very simple, Chinese medicine. If you go to the Chinese doctor, he will see, are you more on the yang? Are you more on the yin? If you are more on the yang, they will give you yin medicines. If you are more on the yin, they will give you yang medicines. Or any disease, whatever the disease is, they don't look at the symptom of the disease. They will only look into these 2 factors, and they will balance the body, mind, emotion, and the disease will get cured. Right? So another example of inner marriage is the balance. Even the pH balance, right? It's so important. In the body, there is so many kinds of balance. And if the balance is moved, the body is sick. So the law of polarity says the opposite of what you don't want already exists. Yeah. So we all know the Ida and Pingla, how we can, the masculine is the right side and the left side is the feminine. With the balance of this masculine feminine, when we are able to awaken the, this Ida and Pingla, it awakens the Shushumna, the middle channel, and it clears the chakras. So how to transcend polarities, friend? I was just showing you the example. What other things can we do? By choosing higher vibration. So I am in a mess. Oh, shall I do this? Shall I do that? Shall I? Oh, what will happen if I do this? Oh, no, I should do that. I'm in a confusion. Cut that. Choose higher vibration. Breathe. Go to the nature. You're choosing higher vibration, or just meditate. Masters, I want you to come right now and please elevate my vibration. I'm in this polarity. What is the other thing that you can do? Acceptance. By just accepting the situation as it is. Yes, there is a polarity. I know I'm angry at it. I know also I love this. I hate this and I love this. I know that. Accept it. Don't fight with it. That is another way that you are doing inner marriage. Witness. Rise above the entire game of polarity. That's what happens when you practice meditation. You don't have to engage in that kind of situation. You just witness. Step back and just see. Observe with open heart. So if you're a heart person, just open your heart and just see what's happening. Death of the ego. There's another important message when we are talking about inner marriage. Inner marriage cannot happen until we have strong ego. The death of the ego is the perfect inner marriage. Appreciate diversity. Yes, this is also okay. That is also okay. Everything is, whatever is there on the earth, planet, or the universe, God has never come and said, no, this should not happen. Accept it. Appreciate it. And inclusion. Don't exclude things. Nothing needs to be excluded. Nothing. Nor our anger, nor our jealousy, nothing. So this is how we transcend polarity. Friends, another alchemy. So these are called alchemy, right? What will happen if there is no anger? There won't be any strength. So the alchemy of anger is strength. Anger is not bad. If we don't have anger, we will not have strength. So if we accept anger, if we can embrace our anger, it turns into our strength. If we accept greed, it turns into appetite. Appetite to, okay, I'm greedy about knowledge, but okay, let me embrace. It becomes an appetite for knowledge. Pain becomes compassion. Stubbornness becomes determination. Impatience becomes intensity. So there are many such examples. I'll just move to the last slide here. This is, I wanted to share how we apply this inner marriage, this application of balance in our daily life. How do we do that? The balance between mind and heart. Yeah. So just not operate with the mind, also include the heart. Let them be together. Okay, my heart is saying this, my mind is saying this. Accept it. Not to go for one or the other. How we have done this exercise. Just be. Spontaneity and planning. Don't we require planning? Yes, a little planning. 3 months planning is okay, or 1 year plan, fine. Don't go into 5 years, 10 years, 20 years long-term plans. A 3 months plan. I generally, for me, I operate at least 1 month plan. Or, I'm trying to cut it short. Maybe one day I'll say I don't have plan. Spontaneity, right? But a little planning and spontaneity, a mixture of that. Intuition and logic. Too much of intuition is also not good. Only intuition. Be practical also. Logical also. It's required. Relaxation and exercise. Too much of exercise is harmful. Too much of activity is harmful. Too much of relaxation is again harmful. It can get you into depression. Too much of relaxation. Yeah. Receiving and giving, especially in relationships, so important. Relationship balance can only come when we are receiving and giving, whatever way it is. And most importantly, friends, the balance between the spiritual and the material. Only spiritual? No, we are imbalanced. We need material also. How to survive? Money as an exchange, as an energy, we need money to be, in this world, because we want to live with everyone. So we also have to consider how the society works. So little of that and little of the spirituality. That is Madhyama. This is inner marriage. So I will do one last meditation. I would take maybe another 10 minutes for this process, a last meditation for all of you. And then I will share this gift that I am going to offer to you. It's an offer. And that's how we end today's session. Okay, friends. So all of you find a comfortable posture again. And go back to the earlier experiment where you are doing this infinity with your both hands. Go to the earlier place and place your attention on the middle point. Take a deep breath. Come to the middle point of that infinity. Back to the middle point and just stay there. Relax. And as you relax in this middle point, connect to your higher self. Something above your head, like above the Sahasrara, is your higher self. Have a feeling of that. You can call it the Purnatma, the big I. And now feel on the right side of this higher self, you imagine your God. And on the left side, imagine the goddess. Whoever comes to you. Right side is the God. Left side, goddess. Divine masculine and the divine feminine. And now, imagine, visualize that this higher self is coming down through your crown chakra into your body. It's descending down towards the Muladhara, the lowest chakra. Filling all the chakra, all the central, the Ida Pingla Shushuma with light. It's filling it, all the chakras with light, and it's coming down and it's embodying you. Feel this connection, feel this, the right side as the God and the left side as the goddess in your body. Now connect your third eye, your heart center, and your sex center. Third eye, heart center, and your sex center. Feel these three centers are connected with light. Now come into this balance of the divine masculine and feminine. Feel the balance inside you. We already have this balance inside us. Whenever now you are ready, come back with this balance. Tell yourself that I'm going to operate from this balance in my life. And always center myself. I'm here. Yeah. You can slowly come back. Rub your hands, put them on your eyes, allow them to open. So we have a time limitation, friends. Otherwise, I could have gone more into these practices. It's very good if you get some more time and we can really delve into these exercises. So this is the end of this trilogy, these 3 days that we covered. And thank you so much for joining. I was talking about this gift that I have for all of you. Me and Deepti ji were talking, and we agreed that this would be a good platform to explore for all of you. So I have created this online course. It is called Life Force Management, and it has 3 levels. And I will be showing you how it works. I am offering this course 7 days free for everyone. Everybody can go into this course and see what is happening. And if you are interested, you are most welcome to join our beautiful Sangha. We have many Sangha members here. Abhinand is here today, and there are many friends who are a part of this beautiful Sangha. So I will talk a little about this course and see if it resonates with you. Deepti ji, you would be sharing the link.
I have already shared. It's there in the chat. This is the link to the 7-day thing that Aditya is talking about, the Life Force course. So anybody who's interested can click on that link, register, and check out the course. It's open for 7 days.
Yes. And this course, I will take some time to give you the full access. It may not happen today. By tomorrow, you will get the full access, because I have to really give everyone separately the full access. So that is one thing. But right now, I will show you quickly about how this course works. So you will first get something like this. I hope everyone can see the screen. Yeah. So you'll get something like a home page like this. And if you click on this join course, you will get another link, which is the welcome page. I don't know why it gives like that, but again, you have to click once more here to register. So you'll get a mail that says that you have been registered. Go to your email and confirm your email. And after you confirm that, and I give you the access, the course looks like this. Okay. So there are level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 2 has 3 parts. Level 2 has 2 bonuses, and then the level 3 is there. Now, this Life Force Management is like a free course. I think whenever you log in, you will see this. And there are many earlier done, webinars which are stored there. You can get some material to look at it initially. But after I give you access, you will get all these 3. So I'll tell you what it is. For example, the Life Force model, if you click on it, it's the introduction of how the course works. So basically, this course is focused on gender and sexuality and all that we are talking, the yin yang, relationship, right? So it's an introduction to how this course works. That is the level 0. If you move to the level 1, it talks about the foundation. So I have given like very small like videos. You can see the videos ranging from 3.25 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, not much, friends. So very simple. I didn't make it long. I wanted to get you the essence of what you need to know, right? And later, if you are inspired by it. There are books and reference that you can read, but these are very, very small. These two things you can maybe finish in it in the level 0 and level 1, you can finish it in a day or two. Okay, now the level 2 comes with 3 parts. The level 2 has this part. This is the practice part. Okay, there are 21 days practice, and every practice is just for 15 minutes. Very easy. If you can spend 15 minutes of time, you can test, friends, right? Just 15 minutes and see how you feel in your body. It is about igniting this life force inside you. So you can start with the level 2, and this is for Ardhanareshwara. It is the yin yang balance. It's again a 21 days course, and then the chakra mastery, which is again a 21 days course. So you can just play around with this and see how you feel. Now, if you are too advanced and you think, this is something that you don't resonate with, and you want to look at something which is deep into this subject. So this is the level 3. This is where the fun begins. We have a Sangha. We meet every Saturday and we take up one topic. So you can see different topics like Tantra basics, dance of polarity, polarization of masculine, feminine, sex, love, and meditation, 7 stages of sexual development, timeless touch, conscious masturbation, dynamic meditation, dark masculinity, 9 spirals. So there are various topics, friends, we have been covering, and it has started from 24/4/21. So it's a 1-year course. All the recordings are available here. And if you join this, you will get, like, every Saturday from 11 to 12, we have this live class where I will be there answering, and we will take up a new topic and we go into this subject and talk. So it's like a like-minded community. Like, we do need people who resonate with this kind of subjects where we can talk about these things freely. So this is what this course is all about, friends. And this entire course, all these modules is available, like, with a 1-year membership. I'm giving it at 15,000. 1-year membership and all these things together at a very attractive rate. I have made it 15,000. Right. So as of now, it is free for all of you. Please go in this space, explore. It will take a little time, as I said, for me to give you the full access. Maybe by tomorrow you can start using it. And now, if you have any question, any sharing, I'm there to answer. Please go ahead.
So I would really recommend everybody to make use of these 7 days to go through what he's giving you, like a load of information which you will not get anywhere. So please do make use of this very generous offer from Aditya to go through this courses, see what part you resonate with, and see how it helps in your evolution. Yeah, that's the first part. And the second part is the workshop on 11th and 12th September, which, if you register by today 12 o'clock, I have put up the links in the chat.
Yeah.
You get a 10% off. It's on 11th and 12th September. It will be from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, both the days, 11th and 12th. Any questions? It could be any questions regarding these 3 days or about the course or anything. Yes, Sudhir.
Yeah, Sudhaji, yes. You need to unmute, Sudhaji.
Yeah. Yes, Aditya.
You are muted again, Sudhaji. Okay. Yeah, Sudhaji.
Yes. Yeah. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear it. Yes.
Aditya, I just wanted to know one question, General. Like, when you take up the path of spirituality or whatever age or anything, is it that the people who are into the spiritual line when they enter, they give up the sexual urge and they proceed further? Or is it when they leave a samsar, they live in the samsar and then together to carry on their spiritual
Yeah.
path?
Right. So when I understand spirituality, there is no exclusion according to me. Nothing is excluded. And so it is with sex, money, and power that we generally don't talk when we talk spirituality. We think these are excluded. But the higher teachings, they will always include this in our journey, because when we include this, these are connected to our subconscious, our shadow parts. And the more we discover our shadow parts, more we evolve in spirituality. That's my understanding. Thank you. Thank you, Suraj.
Thank you, Aditya.
Right. So sexuality and our subconscious are related. That's the reason we include it in our journey, and we can evolve more. Anything else, friends? Anything that any experience after today's session, meditation, any realization? Yeah, Abhinand. Yes, please. Is there a problem unmuting? How about this?
Yeah, now I can unmute.
Yeah.
So I definitely see an observation that I feel much more balanced now after the last meditation. Throughout the day, there was a lot of activity going on, but now I feel that balance settling in. So I feel good. I feel good about this balance.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. So I think we are done for today, Deepti ji. We can end it.
Yes.
And
I think if nobody has any questions,
we can go to bed with this balance.
yes.
And have a good night's sleep.
That. And just a last reminder to take up on Aditya's very generous offer. Please, if anybody wants to copy the links from the chat, please do that, because once we exit, the chat will disappear.
Yeah. And if you don't, anyway, we will be sending you emails by tomorrow. You will get.
Yeah. But the 10% offer is till today, 12 o'clock. So
yes, yeah, okay.
You want to copy, just copy the link from the chat. Yeah. So see you, some of you are in the 11th, 12th workshop, some of you in the life force management, some of you are in Aditya Sangha, or see you around wherever you are. And thank you so much for participating in this, because I know this is not something that everybody is very comfortable with. But thank you so much for participating, because it reinforces our belief that this is a topic which needs to be brought out there, that there are people who benefit from this and there are people who are interested in this. So once again, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, my dear friends.
Yeah, and good night to everybody, and happy weekend of what's there this Sunday. Bye.
Thank you. Happy weekend, happy Sunday. Have a wonderful sleep. Have a balanced sleep. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.